What's up, dude? Hi guys, so just hopping on for a really quick update. In one of my previous videos, I talked about Kat Von D, and we had kind of gone through the controversy with her and kind of why she fell off the map a little bit. Well, at the time of that video, Kat Von D was actively involved in a lawsuit with a photographer who was trying to sue her because she used an image of Miles Davis that this photographer had taken to tattoo one of her friends, and he said that she violated the copyright law. So this has been an ongoing lawsuit for like 3 years. They've been trying to figure this out. Well, literally at the beginning of February, which I didn't realize that it had finished up that long ago because it's almost March. Oh my god. But at the beginning of February, a jury decided that she did not violate any sort of copyright law. I guess Miles Davis's family was even like in support of Kat. So she was pretty much like, okay, so am I supposed to always get the photographer's permission who took... So she was like, am I supposed to always get the photographer's permission when somebody brings in a photo of a famous person to tattoo on them? That's kind of extreme, but like, you know what I mean. So anyways, here is what she had to say about the whole thing.
So I know I promised that I was going to make a video talking about the events of this last week. As some of you saw, I was in court. I was getting sued by a photographer for a tattoo that I did about 7 years ago. It has been a really heavy week. Oh no, it's been a heavy 2 years. This has been going on for the last 2 years, and I think I'm still a little bit traumatized by the entire experience. I have never been sued my entire life. I've never sued anybody, even though I'm sure I definitely have had reason to, but I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. There was no aspect of this was fun. No aspect of this was fulfilling. It was just an extremely painful process, and I'm so grateful that it's over. I really didn't talk about this publicly because it's not something you want to bring your followers along with. This isn't a fun adventure. My close friends and family knew about it. Folks at my church knew about it. And, you know, it's been weighing on me so heavy behind the curtains. And, you know, it's hard to make this video because honestly, like, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, just don't say anything at all. And I just don't have anything nice to say about this photographer. I truly believe that he saw this as an opportunity to gain publicity and to gain a lot of money. And unfortunately for him, it's backfired. I think, you know, I have no idea what his lawyer fees are, but I know what mine are. And now he, you know, may have to have the burden of paying for those. And, you know, I know that he's going to appeal this until the end of time if he can, because his ego just won't allow him to let it go. And I think perhaps that's probably the worst punishment of all for what he's done, because I can't imagine having to live with just that kind of heaviness. For me, I want nothing more than just to let this go and just move on. But I knew that if I didn't fight, like the effects of something like this would be so awful for not just tattooers, but artists across the board, as well as people who get tattooed and people who love fan art. And you know, I do have an understanding of what copyright is, and I understand what rights as an artist are. You know, I'm an artist who has been ripped off many times and has had big corporations like mass produce things that I've created and, you know, gotten rich off of it. And this is not that. I really don't believe that that's what tattooing is. I think tattooing, when somebody comes in to, like when somebody would come into my shop wanting to get a tattoo, it was always paying homage to somebody or something. You know, someone affected their life so deeply that they would want to get their image carved onto their body permanently. And it's like, you know, this isn't me, you know, putting an image on a t-shirt or on a poster and striking a deal with Walmart and selling it. you know, I'd never claim images to be my own. These are just interpretations of images that people bring in. And usually I'm trying to match the sentiment of the photo with whatever the story is. And, you know, I think this photographer doesn't really understand like how much negativity he's doing. Like he's inflicting so much negativity onto not just himself and not just to me or my team of lawyers, all the people involved, you know, the jury, like some of the jury members traveled like 3 hours every day to sit there and listen to this guy talk about himself for 7 hours. You know, the judge, all of the witnesses that we called and they called, and then, you know, like all of our loved ones, you know, I can't imagine that this was an easy process for him either. I know that my family has been suffering quietly through this. Like, yeah, no, thank you, baby. No, thank you. My little boy. But, you know, that was another thing. It's like, we just obviously hid all of this from my boy during this whole entire process. And my husband stayed home with him while I would go to court. And I'm a tough cookie, but like I really needed somebody to come with me. And so my dad was gracious enough to come with me every morning. We prayed outside the courthouse together. And it is tough to have your dad sit, you know, on a bench and listen to people just badmouth you to the public and paint you as this monster who just has no regard for other people. And that is not who I am. And you know, and I know my dad knows that, but it doesn't feel good to like drag your loved ones through something ugly like this. I'm really glad it's over for now. And, you know, I hope tattooers aren't discouraged by a lawsuit like this, because to have to kill like the spirit of the creative process and the gift that we're able to give the people that we tattoo through our interpretations of you know, artwork and photographs and whatever else, ideas, you know, it would just be such a sad thing to happen. So I just want to thank everybody who's been praying for me. I want to thank my church family, obviously, and all of my friends and followers who have been supporting me, and obviously my dad and Alan Grodsky, my amazing lawyer, who really believed in me and in the case from the beginning. He said, hey, like, it feels good to be on the right side of things. And I truly believe that we were. So sending you all lots of love, especially the photographer that was suing me.
I know it was a long video, but since she posted something in her own words, I want to put that out there instead of me trying to summarize something and getting it incorrect. But anyway, so I guess this situation is all wrapped up and done, and I've got to imagine that Kat Von D feels pretty relieved, just if nothing else, to have this behind her. So anyways, just a fun little update for you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.